Hi there, I'm Erin with 5 Parks Yoga. I'm so glad you can join me today. Today's class will be focused on the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. Before we begin, I would like to thank all of my amazing YouTube members and Patreon supporters. Your generous support keeps 5 Parks Yoga creating new classes on a consistent basis, and we appreciate you beyond words. If you'd like to learn more about helping support 5 Parks Yoga, head to 5parksyoga.com/support. You can also help out by hitting that subscribe button and giving this class a thumbs up if you like it. If you'd like to explore the chakras further, I would encourage you to join our free 7-week chakra challenge if you haven't already. Learn more at 5parksyoga.com/challenges. Okay, let's get started with our class. Go ahead and start in a seated position for some breath work. Today's class is focused on the throat chakra, also known in Sanskrit as Vishuddha chakra. The throat chakra is the 5th of the 7 chakras that store and distribute energy throughout our bodies. It is situated at the throat, encompassing the neck, thyroid, and mouth, serving as a center for communication and self-expression. Blue is the color associated with the throat chakra, symbolizing clarity, truth, and communication. So today, when you are practicing, from time to time, visualize a bright, glowing light at the center of your throat. This light radiates outward, clearing any blockages and enabling you to speak your truth. Energetically, the throat chakra is linked with communication, expression, and authenticity. Its element is ether, reflecting its expansive, open, and limitless nature. When the throat chakra is in harmony, we experience a profound sense of clarity, honesty, and effective communication. However, when it is out of balance, we might feel misunderstood, unable to express ourselves, or experience a fear of speaking. So today, through our practice, we aim to open and balance the throat chakra. By engaging in postures that open the throat and neck, we invite the flow of energy into this vital center. As we move through these poses, picture the blue light growing brighter and more vibrant, filling you with clarity and truth. Let's begin our journey inward, fostering a deeper sense of communication and self-expression. Remember to breathe deeply throughout class, feeling the ether element nurture and expand your throat center. Let's begin to cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama, the victorious breath. This breath is audible and you can feel it. So let's start with a cleansing breath first. So breathe in through your nose, fill up your lungs, hold it at the top, and make this exhale audible through your mouth. Feel it at the back of your throat. Now we're gonna do the same thing with closed lips. So breathe in, pause at the top, close your lips this time, breathe out, make that breath audible. So make sure that you can hear it and feel it. We're gonna take 3 more breaths just like that. Again. And again, can you hear your inhales and your exhales, making them longer, smoother, and slower? We're gonna add movement to that. So inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. We're gonna roll out the neck. So bring your left ear to your left shoulder, chin to your chest, and you can take half or full neck circles. I'm gonna recommend, if your neck is healthy, that you take full neck circles so that you can feel the opening of your throat as you come up and around. We're gonna do one more in this direction. Really lift your chin. Pause at the bottom, chin to chest, and then reverse directions. Again, if your neck is healthy, full neck rolls, feeling that opening of the throat as you come up and around. This is our second one. We're going to do one more. All right, come back to neutral. Lift your arms up overhead. And then bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, press your fists down, and then lift your chin up. Okay, now picture a glowing blue light coming from your throat center. Maybe connect with the mantra, I can speak my truth. Okay, now let's hinge forward from our hips and then stretching out the chest and shoulders. Bring your fists up and over the back of your head, your forehead down toward the floor. Take another full breath. Ujjayi pranayama. Can you hear your inhale? Can you hear your exhale? Come all the way back up. Release your hands and come into tabletop. And then take any organic movements here. Just checking in with your body, exploring your body. So just noticing what's holding tension. I'll give you some suggestions. You can take some cats and cows. You can take some hip circles. You can bump your hips to one side, look back. You can stretch your legs back. You can stretch out your wrists if your wrists are holding tension by flipping your hands. So many options here. So check in, notice what feels good in my body right now, what is needed. Okay, so I'm gonna guide you through your practice, but it's your practice. So you can modify, adjust, take different shapes as we move along. So the objective here is just to open the throat center. And a great way to do this is via yoga. Let's take some cats and cows together. So let's just pause in cow pose, lifting the chin. Again, opening the throat. You can hear it in my speech. The throat is really stretched out and open. And then let's round. Okay, so this energy center shines out the back too. So you're stretching your chin to your chest, pausing here. Just notice that space in the back of your neck. Blue light shining outward. Okay, let's do one, just 2 breaths. So inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Ujjayi pranayama. Come back to tabletop position and let's come to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and I invite you again, take some organic movements here. I'll give you some suggestions. You can bend and straighten one leg at a time. You can wobble out your head. You can pedal out your feet, pausing with one leg bent and one leg straightened, and then just picking up the pace, pedaling. All right, you can also sway your heels side to side. You'll feel an elongation in the side of your body. These are all things you can do when you come to your mat. Just organic movements, just noticing what's happening in your body today. It changes every day. I know it does for myself. All right, so let's begin to stretch. So lift your right leg up, open your hip and bend your leg. Take some ankle rolls here. You can bend and straighten your leg. And just feel the opening to your right hip. Alrighty, let's level out the hips, straighten out the leg. One time, knee to nose, round your spine. Breathe out. Your throat is compressed here, so can you hear your inhales and your exhales? Stretch it up, 3-legged dog. Round again, Ujjayi pranayama. Step through. Low lunge. And then let's begin to move into pyramid pose. Straightening the right leg, stretching out that hamstring. Take one more breath in here. And as you breathe out, bend your right leg, come back to low lunge. We're gonna take a low lunge twist. So Keep your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm up, and maybe look up toward your fingertips. If you feel off balance, you can always look down at the floor. Take another breath in here, and then breathe out, bring your right hand back to the floor. Step forward with your left foot meets right, and we're gonna come into ragdoll. So bend your legs a lot. You can take opposite hand to opposite elbow and sway, or you can just hang. Again, just feeling into your body. What's happening? What do you notice? What's different today than it was yesterday? All right, come back to center. Take a halfway lift. Elongate the spine. Nice flat back, looking down at the floor. One long line from the crown of your head all the way back to your tailbone. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. This time we're stretching the backs of the legs, our hamstrings here. With your breath, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. On your next breath in, come up halfway and then continue to rise to tall mountain, reaching your arms up overhead. Encircle your left wrist with your right hand. We're gonna take a back lunge. So you're gonna take your left foot, bring it behind your right, and then stretch to the right. You can have your heel lifted, you can plant it, whatever feels good to stretch out the right side of the body. Let's come back to tall mountain. Reach your arms up overhead. Encircle your right wrist with your left hand. Take a little curtsy squat, bringing your right foot behind your left and then reaching off to the left. You can even pulse if that feels good. Again, you can have the heel lifted or planted, just stretching out the right side. Okay, and then let's come back to tall mountain. Reach both arms up overhead and then exhale, cactus your arms. So once again, focus here on the throat chakra. So open up your throat by lifting your chin, looking up or maybe even back. It's a bigger stretch. Ujjayi pranayama, you should feel the breath moving in and out. You should hear the breath moving in and out. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward folds. Plant your hands, step back, high plank pose, shift forward, lower down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Lift up, lift your chin, look up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, pause, look up. Maybe lift your hands up off of your mat. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Tuck your toes, press up, high plank pose, downward facing dog. Let's do those stretches on the other side. Lift your left leg up, open your hip, bend your leg. Roll out your ankle, bend and straighten your left leg. Straighten out your leg, level out your hips. One time, knee to nose. On your exhale, see if you can touch your knee to your nose. It's great practice for getting into low lunge. Extend your left leg high, so you're building that core strength. Knee to nose, and then set your left foot between your hands. Begin to straighten through your left leg for extended pyramid pose. So in extended pyramid pose, your right heel is still lifted off the floor. You can bend and straighten your left leg, feeling it out here. Just stretching that left hamstring out. Take another inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your right hand, twisting lunge. Lift your left arm up. Maybe look up toward your left fingertips if you feel balanced. Otherwise, look down at your mat for a little support with your gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, Release your left hand to your mat. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. This time, bring your feet together, a little space between your heels, and inhale. Come up to chair pose. Lower your hips. Sit your weight back in your heels. Shine your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Or if it's a little bit too much on your shoulders, shine them forward. Your fingertips, palms down. Or bring your hands to your heart. So feel the heat building in your legs and your hips. Yes, it's intense, but this is really good for you. It's very good to build strength in the lower half of your body, and we're building strength in the upper half as well. All right, exhale, airplane your arms, send them back, lift your chin, open your throat, open your chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, balanced chair. So lifting your heels up off of your mat, testing your balance. How high can you get your heels? How well can you balance? And if you're not balancing today, that's fine too, okay? Release your heels. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, Ujjayi Pranayama. Can you hear your breath? Standing forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Standing forward fold, breathe out. Plant your hands, step back, high plank pose. We're gonna hold. All right, so building strength in the core. Can you hear your breath? Now in plank pose, as we hold and the intensity builds, you can exhale through an open mouth to release heat, to release energy. Just make sure that you are aware of your breath and the pattern. And are you aware of your thoughts that are happening right now? The intensity building. All right, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Let's take locust pose. So interlace your hands at the low of your back and then press your fists toward your heels, expanding your chest. Now option here, you can press into your toenails or you can lift your feet up off the floor. And then maybe you lift your chin a little bit higher. Look up, maybe. Opening your throat and your heart. If that doesn't feel good on your neck, just keep your gaze down at the floor out in front of you. Take one more inhale, lift a little bit higher, and then exhale, release. Press up, high plank. Press back, down dog. All right, do you guys want to move at a little bit of a quicker pace? We're gonna do a little bit of breath to movement, really focusing on postures that open the fifth chakra. All right, so lift your right leg high. Knee to nose, step forward, low lunge. Inhale, right arm high for twisting lunge. Okay, now establish the balance in your feet and we're gonna come into vertical twist. So your right arm's gonna go back, your left arm's gonna go forward. Feeling a little off balance myself, so get into the posture so you're nice and balanced. Now we're gonna move from vertical twist into exalted warrior. So you're gonna bring your right hand to your left leg, lift your left arm up, maybe a little bit back, stretching through your right side. And then we're gonna spin around to warrior two. So plant your left heel, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, straighten your front leg, connect the palms of your hands above your head, and then exhale through heart center, back to warrior two. Inhale, again, straighten your leg, connect the palms of your hands. Exhale, warrior two, hands come through heart center. Inhale, last time, hands above your head. Exhale through heart center, back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Let's stretch the left arm forward all the way past the front of your mat. Take another full breath in this extended posture, and then inhale, rise up to star pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, sink into your hips, prayer squat. Inhale to star, exhale, prayer squat. Last time, inhale to star, exhale, prayer squat. Now, take your hands to your knees, thumbs are on the inside. Inhale here, exhale, left shoulder dips in, look to the right. Back to center, exhale, right shoulder in, look to the left. Come back to center, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two onto your left leg, facing the back of your mat. Reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. We're gonna take lounging lizard here. So bring your left toes out to the left, come onto the outer edge of your right foot and reach your left arm back. On your breath in, lift your hips, reach your left arm toward the back of your mat. Exhale, sink in. Inhale again, reach toward the back of your mat. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reach toward the back of your mat. Now you're gonna circle around to Skandasana on your left leg. Hands on the floor for support, or hands at heart center for balance. If you're not very low in your side lunge, no worries. You can be up a little bit higher on your foot with your lunge to the left, supported by your hands on the floor. All right, so that's an option as well. Okay, and then let's slide to the right. Again, if you're not very far down in your lunge, no worries, just keep it up. Hands on the floor. If you're down low and want to try out your balance, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, take another breath in here. As you breathe out, look to the right, come to low lunge at the front of your mat. Inhale, high plank. Okay, we're gonna take our first chaturanga of class. So shift forward, lower halfway down, come to the tops of your feet. Inhale, press up to upward facing dog, pause. Okay, now if chaturanga is not in your practice and you're down on your belly, that's great. You take a cobra and pause. Now lift your chin, look up. Can you hear your breath? Ujjayi pranayama, your throat's nice and stretched out. Okay, back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna take all those postures on the other side. So lift your left leg up, knee to nose, step forward, low lunge on your left leg. Right hand stays planted, inhale, grounded twist. We've been here before and we're moving into vertical twist. So get your balance, left arm comes back, right arm comes forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Moving to exalted warrior, left hand in the direction of your right leg. Right arm comes up, maybe a little bit further backward. And then we're gonna spin around. Warrior two. Plant your heel on the floor, open up to the side. Okay, 3 times, same thing that we did on the other side. Inhale, straighten your left leg, connect your palms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, so stay low in your lunge, extended side angle. Left hand down in the direction of the floor. Now really focusing on that side stretch. Your right arm is gonna come up, reach, reach, reach toward the front of your mat. Take another breath in and another breath out. Inhale, star. 3 times, squat, hands to heart center. Inhale, extend, exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, face the back of your mat. Reverse warrior. And low lunge to the back. Lift your left heel up, lounging lizard. Right toes shine out, come onto the outer edge of your left foot, extend your right arm back. Inhale, lift your hips, reach your right arm to the back of your mat. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, Skandasana, side lunge on your right leg. So you're spinning around. Hands can be at heart or on the floor. Depth of your lunge depends on your body. Okay, let's bring it to the front of the mat, onto your left leg. Hold here for one breath. And then we're making our way to low lunge at the front of our mat. Chaturanga number 2. Step back, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open your throat in cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Open mouth, exhale. Can you hear the sound of your breath? Inhale. Exhale through your nose. Let's flow. We're gonna mix it up, add some things on. Lift your right leg high, low lunge. Grounded twist. Right arm lifts. Vertical twist. Right arm behind you, left arm in front. Flow right to exalted warrior. Right hand towards your left leg. Spin around, warrior two. One time, straighten your leg, connect your palms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Okay, now, second time in side angle. This time, if you'd like, you can take a half bind, reaching your left hand towards your right hip crease, or you can take a full bind, reaching your right arm underneath your thigh, connecting your hands behind your right leg. If you are choosing this option of a full bind, lift your left shoulder so it's in line with your right, so that your heart and throat are open to the side. You can tilt your gaze upward. All right, wherever you're at, let's meet back in side angle pose. From side angle, we're gonna pass through star and take warrior two toward the back of our mats. Reverse warrior, low lunge, lounging lizard, left toes come out, reach your left arm back. Inhale one time, reach, exhale, lower. Inhale, spin to Skandasana on your left leg. Big circle there. Right leg, side lunge. Low lunge, face the front of your mat. Step back, high plank, chaturanga. Shine your heart in your throat. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Audible exhale. Let's do those postures on the other side. Lift your left leg up. Low lunge. Grounded lunge. Left arm lifts. Vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. All the way to exalted warrior. Left hand to your right leg, right arm up and back. And then spin it around. Warrior two on your left leg. One time. Straighten your leg, connect your palms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. All right, we're gonna explore side angle on this side as well. So this side might be different. Maybe you try out a half bind, taking your right hand toward your left hip, rolling your right shoulder open. Maybe you try a full bind, reaching your left arm underneath your left thigh, taking hold of your hands and then rolling open. Okay, so you're not collapsed in the chest if you take this option. No matter what variation you're in, you're building a ton of strength, your left leg, and a ton of length in your spine. Okay, let's all meet in side angle pose. We're gonna pass through star. Rise up. Warrior two, face the back of your mat. Reverse warrior. Low lunge to lounging lizard. Right toes face out. Come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your right arm back. Lift up, reach toward the back of your mat. Lounging lizard. Reach up and over, spin, Skandasana on the right. Skandasana on your left. Low lunge, face the front of your mat. High plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. An open throat chakra in balance and harmony can allow for creativity and expression in that form. I think that creativity can come out in yoga. That's why I like Vinyasa flow. And as you practice, again, it's your practice, so make it your own. If you want to try out different postures, I try to give lots of suggestions for variations. One variation's not better than the other, so it just depends on your body. Let's keep this going. Lift your right leg high, low lunge. Now you know where we're going. Twisting lunge, right arm up, vertical twist, left arm to the front. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, spin it around, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale this time. Side angle one more time, or half moon pose. Open your body to the side. Okay, so your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. Your left leg is pressing toward the back of your mat. Exhale, return to side angle if you're not there. Inhale through star. Exhale, warrior two, face the back of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, stretch it up and back. Exhale, low lunge to lounging lizard. One time, reach it up and over and spin around. Skandasana on the left. Skandasana on the right. Low lunge to the front of your mat. Now pause here. Okay, we're adding a couple things on here. Come up to grounded airplane. So you can have your hands on blocks or the floor. Extend your left leg back. Let's take one Jiva squat. Sink it in. Inhale, grounded airplane. Exhale, Jiva squat. Now sit. We're gonna come to half lord of the fishes. So inhale your left arm up. Exhale, twist it out. So left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Nice and tall through the spine. You can rotate your gaze to the back. All right, one more inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Look a little bit further toward the back or toward the right. Complete your exhale. And look toward the front of your mat. We're gonna do a fun little transition. We're gonna spin, face the back of your mat, spin, spin, spin. Creativity, authenticity, expression, sit. All right, do you feel like I'm talking to you like a dog? It's a command, sit down. And then let's lift the right arm up for half lord of the fishes on the other side. We'll balance it out. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Look back, look over your shoulder. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Look a little bit further to your left with your eyes. All right, release from your twist. Come into boat pose. So extend your legs. You can hold on to the backs of your thighs or you can reach your arms forward. Lift your chest and open your throat. So boat's not this, boat's this. So you're building core strength, but you're also opening the front line of the body. So just be mindful that you're not collapsing it. Imagine that your chest is lifting up to the ceiling. Your throat is open. Your gaze is steady. And on your exhale, low boat. High boat. Now, low boat, bend your legs, plant your feet on the floor, lower down onto your back. We're gonna take 3 rolling bridges. So bridge pose is a great pose for your chest and your throat. So roll up, lift your hips as you breathe in. Keep your chest coming toward your chin, but your chin is going away from your chest, so your throat is open. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up. Chest toward your chin, chin away from your chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up. Pause. If you want to take a chest expansion here, get a little bit higher up. Interlace your hands underneath. Roll onto one shoulder and then the other. Press your hips a little bit higher up and then bring your chin away from your chest. And lower down. All right, we're gonna take one roll, back, forward, maybe jump back to chaturanga or step back, high plank, lower down. Roll back, and chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Okay, let's come back to our flow. So lift your left leg up, step forward, low lunge, left arm lifts, twisting lunge. Vertical twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Exalted warrior, spin it around. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, let's take half moon on the left. Half moon not in your practice, no worries. Take side angle. Take any variation of side angle. Explore the pose. Make it yours, authenticity. Creativity, exploration. And take another breath in. If you're in half moon, we're gonna meet back. It's side angle pose. You can set your foot down, stay open to the side, pass through star. Breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Reverse warrior. Low lunge, lounging lizard. One breath in. Skandasana to the right. Exhale. Skandasana to the left. Low lunge to the front. Pause here. Grounded airplane. Lift your right leg up, hands on the floor. Nice long spine. So one long line from the crown of your head back to the back of your foot. Exhale, Jiva squat. Inhale, grounded airplane. Exhale, Jiva squat. Sit down. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist. Look back. Inhale, right arm high. Spin it around to the back of your mat. Keep on going. Your right leg should be on top now. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, boat. Exhale, roll back. Come forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Shift forward, high plank pose. Lower halfway down. Chaturanga arms. Come to upward facing dog. Pause. All right. Lower your knees to the floor. So we're in high cobra pose. So your shoulders should be right over your wrists. Really lift up, look up. Come back to neutral with your head. So chin is, your face is forward. Bring your chin to your right shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your chin to your left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your chin to your chest. Come back to center. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring your right arm to the right. Palm faces down. Left hand stays where it is. Roll to the right. So your left leg is going to come up, over, plant your foot on the floor. Rest your head on your mat. You can explore here with your left arm if you want to. You can take it into like a half bind shape. Take some wrist circles. Explore, be creative, and be true to yourself. What does your body need right now? I'm just here to give you some suggestions. But this practice is for you. Okay, come back to center. Let's switch sides. Extend your left arm to the left, right hand comes underneath your right shoulder. Roll to the right. So your right leg comes up and over and stamps on the floor. So your knee is pointing toward the ceiling. Your right hand is on the floor, or if you want to explore, maybe take some wrist circles, half bind. I don't know, maybe some of you out there can do a full bind here. I don't think that's for me right now. And then maybe you're just resting your hand on the floor, closing your eyes and relaxing. We're all getting a great stretch in our left shoulder. So that's the goal of this posture here. All right, so come back up onto your stomach. Let's press back to child's pose. We haven't been here yet, amazingly enough. Rest your forehead on the floor. Find your Ujjayi pranayama. Can you hear your breath flowing in and out through your nose? And can you bring to your mind a phrase such as, I am true to myself. I am free to be who I want to be. I have a voice to draw boundaries. So make it what you need. All right, now from here, come back to downward facing dog. Okay, we did this in our heart chakra class. It's perfect for the throat chakra as well. We're gonna take wild things. So lift your right leg up, open your hip, bend your leg. Maybe you stay here if wild thing's not in your practice. Otherwise, you can release your right foot down to the floor and then stretch your right arm up and over. And you can really open your throat here. All right, now we're going to come out of wild thing. So lift your right leg high, and then we're gonna come into fallen triangle. So bring your right foot to the outside of your left hand. Now lift your left arm up, place your left heel on the floor. This is fallen triangle pose. Take a breath in, lift your hips a little bit higher, and then sit down. Again. All right, it's nice to mix in these stretches while we're doing active poses as well. So we're taking wide-legged seated straddle splits. So you want your toes and knees facing up. You can walk your hands forward. You can take your fingers around your toes and stay upright here. Or you can lower your forehead to the floor. We're just gonna take a couple more breaths here, exploring seated straddle splits. Just notice your body today, where it's at, without judgment. It doesn't need to be in a certain place other than where it's at. You're just working with what is. Making any modifications that you need, taking any variations that you need. And wherever you are, let's meet all the way back up. And from here, bring your legs together facing the back of your mat. We're gonna take Paschimottanasana, which is seated forward fold. Lift your arms up, reach toward your feet, and again, just exploring the posture. So it's a deep stretch, it's a forward bend, it's a stretch for your hamstrings. You can be really, really active, flexing your feet back, maybe even lifting your heels because your quads are so engaged, or you can be a little more gentle, maybe bending your knees, resting your forehead on your knees, something like this. We're all gonna meet upright. And from here, we're going to just roll back. And this time we're not gonna jump back. We're gonna come to chair pose. So come onto your feet, lift your arms, bring your hands to your heart, twist to the right, left elbow, right knee, back to center, twist to the left, right elbow, left knee, come back to center, standing forward fold, halfway lift, standing forward fold, rise up, tall mountain, exhale, cactus your arms, inhale, tall mountain, exhale, standing forward fold. You can take a connecting vinyasa if you want. We're all gonna meet back in downward facing dog. So if you wanna take a chaturanga, you're welcome to, or you can skip it and we're gonna come back to downward facing dog. And we're gonna take wild thing on the other side. So lift your left leg high, open your hip, bend your leg, option to flip over into wild thing. If you take this option, lift your hips high, reach your arm back, look back, open your throat. Otherwise, explore that three-legged dog variation. Okay, we're gonna release from wild things. So come back to three-legged dog and then fallen triangle. Left foot to the outside of your left, to your right hand. Lower your right heel down, lift your right arm up. Lift up a little bit higher with your hips and then lower down. So we're in seated straddle splits. Lift up and then fold forward. We're just taking one breath here. Exhale. Swing your left leg to meet your right. Reach your arms up, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Just one breath. Come all the way back up. All right, from here, we're gonna take fish pose. So fish pose, this pose was designed to open the throat chakra. So it's perfect for this class. Now, I'm gonna teach you fish pose. You can take supported fish if you'd prefer, which I'll talk you through, but otherwise, you're gonna extend your legs long. You're gonna come down onto one forearm, then your other forearm. Check it out. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows and your elbows are in line with your wrists. Fingers spread wide, palms pressing down. Lift your chest, lift it, and then gently relax your head back. Okay, you can hear it in my voice. The throat is stretched out, it's open. If you struggle with your throat chakra, this could feel a little bit vulnerable to you. Can you ride the wave? You're safe here on your mat. Picture that blue glowing light. Maybe come back to a mantra that speaks your truth. If you don't like fish pose, you can take supported fish either with a bolster underneath your back or maybe some blocks underneath your shoulders. We're gonna take one more breath in fish pose. All right, we're gonna come out of fish and we're gonna make our way onto our shins and come to kneeling. We're gonna do one more big throat opener. So bring your hands to your low back. You can have your feet flat or you can tuck your toes under. Press your hips forward, lift your chest, lift your chin, and then maybe look back and reach back for your heels. If your heels are not accessible to you, just focus on lifting that chin and opening your throat. Okay, so wherever you're at, we're gonna take a lion's breath. So what you're gonna do in lion's breath is you're gonna breathe in and then you're gonna stretch your jaw open and make an audible exhale with your tongue out of your mouth. All right, so ready? Inhale. Okay, let's release. Come down onto your shins with your hips at your heels, your hands on your thighs. Take a big breath in. And just let that settle, the energy settle, 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 settle. Okay, and then we're gonna counterpose those big throat openings on the front with rabbit pose. And we're gonna open up the throat on the back. So come forward, rounding your shoulders, bringing your chin to your chest and bringing your head onto the floor. Not a lot of weight here. Lift your hips, press them forward. Okay, you're opening up your throat chakra on the back side. So feel that opening here. It's an amazing stretch as well. Just come down onto your back, nice and slow. And we are going to take one twist before Shavasana. So a twist of your choice. Bring your knees into 90 degrees. I'm going to talk you through one variation. You can take a different variation. Bring your knees to the right. Look to the left. Hear the sound of your breath. Last breath on this side. Exhale here. Make your way through center and twist to the left. Look to the right. Come back to center. Bring your head in the direction of your knees. Tight squeeze here. And gratitude for yourself. So thank yourself for showing up for this class that opens the throat chakra and the effort of balancing and opening and release to Shavasana. Any other movements that you'd like before Shavasana? Of course, take those now. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Open mouth, audible, long sigh out. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. You can stay here in this Shavasana shape if you would like to just listen, or you can join me in a seated position for a guided meditation. So either on your back or seated, if that helps you focus a little bit more. If you're seated, you can just bring your hands to a comfortable position on your knees. Keep your eyes soft or closed. Imagine a blue glowing light at your throat center, shining out and forward. Imagine a blue glowing light at your throat center, shining out behind you. Imagine this blue light encircling you from the front to the back, to the front, to the back. Bring to your mind's eye, bring to your lips a statement of truth. I can speak my truth. I can set my boundaries. I can be free. I can be authentic. I can show up as myself. Keep that blue light in your mind's eye flowing around you with this statement of truth at your lips. And know that this can be true. This can be true for you. This is true for you. If you're in Shavasana and you'd like to join me in seated, please do so, and we'll close our practice together. Bring your hands to your heart. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace